Well, holy cow, that's an impressive second snake of the night. We got a California Lyresnake right here. How's it going, everybody? Today I'm once again in my local mountains, the Santa Ana mountain range. And it's a really nice, beautiful day out here. It's in the low 70s right now. Might get up to about 74, 75 degrees. And I have most of the day to explore around in some nice riparian habitat. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Hopefully come across some cool herps. If not, just spend some time out in this amazing habitat. It's a just fantastic late spring day. We've finally moved in the month of May. Everything's green. The birds are singing. The leaves are rustling. I'm just glad to be out here. But yeah, I'll update you guys back with any finds. Couple newts mating down there. That's pretty sweet. In all my years of coming to this mountain range, I've never seen this gorgeous pool. Look at this. Freaking amazing in here. Who's putting goldfish in here? I think that thing's dead. No, it's not dead. First I was wondering if that was a koi, but it's not. That is just straight up a large goldfish. Ridiculous. All right, well, we did just once again see a striped racer that immediately got away into these bushes. Tried for a few minutes to spot him, but this is one of the most common sights of our local riparian hiking is these striped racers, and most of the time they see you before you see them and they just bail. But we do have a snake on the day. Hopefully that trend will continue, and hopefully I can get something in hand next time. Or at least get a decent observation. Well, brief views, but there we go. We got a nice big orange pyrus in this rock pile. He's bailing in the rocks, which is not a big deal. But yeah, look at that. Second snake of the day. First one we've actually got to look at. Beautiful, beautiful tail. It's quite a large speck. Just walking around in these rocks thinking it looked like fantastic speck habitat. You can actually see him in there a little bit. That's pretty cool. All right, well, it's been a few hours out here and haven't seen anything lately. Got a couple snakes, that one speckled rattlesnake, and then a striped racer that got away, like I said. But we're gonna switch up the methods and go to a little road cruising spot for the night window. I think it's gonna be hopefully pretty good. We'll see, who knows, but gonna at least go give it a go. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so we just arrived at a new road cruising spot. There's a little western banded gecko rolling around. First herp at this spot, but yeah, we're gonna keep moving. Yeah, a little western banded gecko. Very cool. All right, second snake of the night. Nice little long nose, like medium size. Not quite full Claris phase. He's got a little bit of orange on him, but not a super bright individual either. But that's awesome. This is my first long nose this year, I think. So that's super cool. I'm super stoked. Yeah, but snakes are moving out here, obviously, so we're gonna keep cruising. But that's super, super awesome. Such cool snakes. Common, but in my opinion, very underrated. I love these guys. I love a good long nose. Yeah, we'll keep moving. All right, we got a little red spotted toad here on the road. We'll escort him off. Yeah. That's so cool. Well, holy cow, that's an impressive second snake of the night. We got a California Lyresnake right here. One of my favorite snakes that you can find in California. The mildly venomous California Lyresnake. These guys are freaking awesome. Super unique snakes. And my first one this year, a pretty rare snake, so that's awesome. Super stoked on that. Okay, buddy, you gonna bite me? They can be bitey sometimes, but that's so cool. Little baby Lyresnake. But yeah, super, super cool. That is a surprise, man. I did not expect to see a Lyresnake today. That's freaking so awesome. Killer snakes. Love to see it. It's awesome. We're gonna release this guy and keep on moving, I think. That's so awesome. So cool.
Did you get my...
Tried to bite. All right, super stoked. Nice little young California lyre, Trimorphodon lyriphanes. First one this year, second snake of the night. We're gonna let him go and keep on our quest. Super stoked on that. It's so awesome. All right, snake number 3 for the night, Crotalus ruber, Red Diamond Rattlesnake. Nice little young one. Probably not last year's young, maybe a couple years old. But yeah, super cool. We're gonna go ahead and move this guy out of the road and then keep moving. Super cool. Next snake's a pretty good size desert glossy snake. We did see one that got hit by a car a little bit ago, DOR, but this guy is alive and well. If we didn't come through though, the next car that just came by would have got him. So glad we were here at this time, we saved him. Sweet, another snake on the night. I think this is my first live glossy snake this year, so. Oh, we got another long-nosed snake, pretty big one, much brighter than the last one. Wow, look at him, he's pretty. Hello. All right, super cool. It's so windy out here, we're getting blown around. But we're gonna let this guy go and keep cruising. Nice little long-nosed snake. It is ridiculously windy out here. Okay, we have a large glossy. This thing's probably about 3 feet. Another glossy snake. That is so cool. Pretty cool, pretty large. Look at the iridescence on those scales. That's why they call them glossy snakes. Also, one of the cool things about their belly scales is they're very iridescent. Very cool color on these guys. Awesome.
Sunshine.
So my buddy cruised another lyre snake. This time a much bigger one. The one we found was a youngster, but we're just stopping to take a quick look. We didn't find this snake, but it's pretty cool. Another lyre snake on the night. It's turning into quite a good night out here, but we're gonna keep cruising. See if we can find some more species out here. It's been quite a good night. It's almost midnight, but snakes are still moving quite well, so we're gonna keep moving also. Yeah, super awesome. Bro picked an interesting place to reside. All right, you're gonna have to get out of there. Brake pads might be hot, so be careful. 2-for-1 deal. Different color morphs. You can see the one on the left, it's like no pattern, and then the one on the right's got a little bit of pattern. Pretty cool. All right, well that was it for tonight. We're on our way back. Glad we decided to change strategies there. That ended up being a very productive little bit of desert road cruising with quite a few snakes, so pretty stoked on that. Not sure what my next outing is gonna be, but I will pick that back up next time I get back out in the field. How's it going, everybody? I am back out here at the same road cruising location I was at the other night. About 4 days later, we actually had some pretty cold weather over the last handful of days, but it has just warmed up. And I'm back out here this evening. It's the same location I was just at, but I do expect the snakes are gonna be moving quite well tonight, so I figured I'd come out here and just see some more desert stuff. Beautiful out right now. It's about 80 degrees. Gonna get down to about 65 by midnight. Should be an awesome night out here. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys with my first find. All right, gotta move the toads out the road. Come on. Out the road with you. Come on. Yeah. Well, I just stopped to take a pee, but look, there's a little Pseudacris chilling in the water. Another herp on the night. All right, first snake of the night is a little youngster Crotalus ruber, Red Diamond Rattlesnake. Just a little guy, but we do have a snake on the board. It's been pretty slow out here tonight. Some other people have seen some stuff. I just talked to some other herpers, but it's been slow for me. It's been about an hour since I got here, but we do have a snake, little Red Diamond Rattlesnake. Super cool. Gonna escort him off the road and keep cruising. Come on, buddy, up the bank. Oh no, he's gonna get all defensive on me, aren't you? There he goes. They're cute. It's funny, these younger ones that are kind of this more sandy desert morph. They really do look like atrox, don't they? Come on, buddy, up the bank. Yeah. Come on, you gotta go. Get off the road. All right, well, he's off the road, so we're just gonna call it there. Pretty cool little ruber, right on. All right, everybody, so it's about 10 o'clock. I've been here over an hour and a half at this point, and the only snake I've seen is that ruber. I'm gonna switch it up, at the very least stretch the legs for a little bit and do some habitat hiking out here and see if I can turn anything up that way. Like I said, if not, at the very least, just get out and stretch the legs. I'm feeling a little cooped up in that car. Hike for a little bit, see if I can spot anything that way. We got a herp on the crawl. Red spotted toad. How about that? Something. Well, I'm not sure how well that's going to turn out on video, but this red spotted toad has got some blue hues to him. It's pretty crazy. Let me grab him real quick. So yeah, I found a more typical looking red spot here compared to the blue guy. Look at that. I really see the difference. Thing's crazy looking. All right, well, just getting back to the car. It has been a slow night out here. I'm gonna keep at it for a little while longer, but we'll see what happens. This has not been a good night for me. At least we saw one snake so far. If I could get one more, I'd be pretty happy, but we'll see what happens. Give it a go. All right, well, second find of the night. It's been quite a while. Don't always stop for these guys, but when it's as slow as it has been, might as well. Nice little Coleonyx variegatus, western banded gecko. Common sight out here, but on a slow night like tonight, might as well stop and check them out. I mean, they are really, really cool geckos. There's no denying that. But yeah, this guy's obviously off the road, so I'm gonna keep on cruising. At least something's moving here and there. It's not super busy tonight, but there's a few critters out and about, so we'll keep seeing if we can spot any. There's a very pale red spotted. Look at him. He's pretty. There's one here. One there. This one here. Pretty cool. At least there's some toads to look at. Snakes do not want to be too cooperative tonight, but that's okay. Win some, you lose some. All right, well, there we go. It took until about 1:15 a.m., but we have another ruber. Crotalus ruber. I will say the cool thing about this guy, he's got a couple hearts on him. That's nice. A little aberrancy. Pretty cool little pattern. Well, I won't pretend it's like the most exciting snake I've ever seen, but look at that. There's some cool pattern. Scrambling on the head, a couple hearts right there. And some more kind of interesting scramble on the tail. Pretty cool. We're gonna let this guy head off into the bushes for the night, but at least we did get one more snake. It was another youngster ruber, but I'll take it. All right, well, on the way out, we get another ruber. Yeah, wow, look at the pattern on this one. This thing's got even more of these cool aberrancies. That's rad. The tail is super cool on that thing. Dude, that's actually kind of a sick one. Well, it's right about 2 in the morning, and man, I mean, it's just a ruber, but look at that thing. That has got to be one of the coolest looking rubers I've ever seen. I have never seen an aberrant ruber that is this crazy. I mean, that first one had a little heart on it and whatever, but that is off the charts. I mean, from the tail, all that zigzagging and broken bands and more zigzagging, and the head being kind of stripy behind the neck. That's just a crazy snake. Super, super cool one. I mean, that makes the night for me, honestly, if nothing else. I decided to give up and then got 2 snakes on the way out, so maybe I'll keep cruising a little bit. That's super cool. This thing's actually been quite fiery, which is not typical for red diamonds. Oh, well, okay, he's gonna let me take him off. Go on. No. Come on. Off the road. Go be a cool guy somewhere else. Go on. No, he's off the road. Damn, so for some reason, middle of the night, the snakes just start flowing. And look at that, we got a nice big glossy snake. It's like 2 a.m. and that's a large glossy. It's easy 3-footer. Pretty cool, man. I can't complain with that. Look at him. Nice big glossy snake. It's the first non-crotalus I have seen tonight, so we're gonna grab him. Very pretty too. These snakes weren't such nightmares to take pictures of. I would love to do some photography of these guys, but they suck. They do not stop moving. They're one of those snakes that don't stop moving. But super, super cool. I'm gonna keep cruising because the snakes are just deciding to move all of a sudden, which I'm happy with. I saw one snake in the first 3 hours and now 3 in the last like half hour. So for whatever reason at 2 a.m. the snakes have decided they're gonna start moving, which I'm all for it. Everyone else has left, everyone's gone home, so just me and the critters out here, I guess. Super stoked on that. Awesome. Okay. Out of the road with ye. There he goes. All right, everybody. Well, it is about 2:30 a.m. and I am going to call it a night here. Went a lot later than I was expecting. For whatever reason, snakes didn't start moving until 1:30. I don't know. That was very strange. Pretty much no snakes all night until this one window where we got a couple more rubers and a glossy snake. Obviously not the best night ever in terms of biodiversity or numbers really, but we did end up getting a non-hot, nice big snake we got to get our hands on, and that glossy snake. And probably the coolest looking ruber I've ever seen. Seen a lot of red diamond rattlesnakes, never seen one with aberrant patterns quite like that. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. That was a fun bit of desert road cruising we got to get in over the last few outings. Can't wait to see you all in the next episode. Got some pretty fun stuff planned. We'll see how it ends up going, but yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.